Hello, everyone. Welcome to another podcast episode. I think the first and last one I ever made was, I think, 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I had no idea what I was doing, and I still don't. This is just for fun. Um, it's just me on my laptop, not great quality, in my little knitting room slash office. So, yeah, nothing fancy. Eventually, I think it would be nice to have a better quality camera because then I can actually like better showcase the fiber and projects that I'm knitting. So, um, hopefully in the future that would be really nice. It depends, like if I decide to keep going with this, we'll see. But thank you to people who have subscribed. That's pretty cool because again, this is just like for fun. Um, it's really nothing fancy. It's just because I love to talk about knitting and I want a place to talk about it and just share the joy that it brings me. So, um, yeah, this is podcast number 2. And I have one finished object, which I'm wearing. I still have a end over here that needs to be weaved in, but that's okay. This is my Ingrid pullover by Petite Knit. The pattern is by Petite Knit. And I finished this and blocked it probably, I think, last week. So it's all blocked, and I just have to weave in this end over here, and it's all done. It's still too warm to wear this. I live in New Jersey, so probably not until October. Honestly, it turned out really long. I knit it in a size small, and I should have went with an extra small because this thing is huge. um, and I know it's supposed to be. It has a lot of positive ease, and she says that in the pattern. Um, but I was not expecting it to be so large. Like even the neck, my hair is kind of covering it, but it just like it bunches up a lot in the back, so I might have to tailor it a little bit. The armholes are really deep, which I actually really like. I really like the armholes, especially in the winter. I can just wear like a long sleeve turtleneck or even like a bulky sweater because this is large enough to go over a bulky sweater. Um, so yeah, that's really exciting. And then I'm just wearing it with jeans right now. I'm gonna take it off after this, but what is this? Oh, I thought I had some loose fibers over here. Oh, I guess I do. I have another end to weave in. Just ignore that. Um, yeah, I'm gonna take it off after this, but I figured you could wear it with like a dress, long. I think with long sleeves, with short sleeves, it's cute, but you can't, like, the sleeves just barely poke out, so it's still cute. I just have to bring the sleeves down a lot. Um, so yeah, I think I will end up wearing this with either like a sweater underneath. It would be really warm that way, or just like a long sleeve turtleneck with jeans, or a dress. Did I say that? I don't know. And like leggings too. It would just be. It's very like comfy and casual. Super long. So yeah, I think I'm just repeating myself now. So uh, the yarn that I used what was recommended in the pattern. It was, and I might be butchering the name. Um, oh, the Isinger yarn. Jensen yarn is the type, and in the color 8S, which is just like this brown color. I don't have any left. I think I just scrapped the rest. I didn't end up with that much left, which was nice. Um, so yeah, I used that color 8S, and I held it together with Knitting for Olive mohair in the color Hazel. And I was expecting, like, every time I get Knitting for Olive mohair, it's always like a lot more like cool toned than I expected to be, like kind of like yeah, cool and like dusty. Um, so I think like the wool was like a dark brown, and then the mohair was just like a lighter. I was expecting it to be more warm, but it ended up pretty cool toned. Um, so it kind of came out, and again, this camera does not even pick up like the actual color. But on Instagram, I do post from my phone, so I think that is a better representation. I'll link it down below, and maybe I can figure out how to put pictures on the screen. That would be cool. Um, so yeah, it ended up being like a very rustic color, and I love it. It's exactly how I wanted it to turn out. The yarn is very rustic, but not too itchy. Like, I think to most people, this would be like very scratchy and itchy. But to me, it's fine. Like, it's not resting totally against my skin, so it's fine. Even the neck, it's not irritating my neck. Um, and yeah, I'm just really glad that I went with like a higher quality yarn because this is just, it's beautiful. It feels great. It lays beautifully. Even for being so oversized, like it's not all like bulky and scrunched up or anything. Um, yeah, I loved knitting this. You can't even like see, I don't think, the cables, the, what does she call them? Like faux cables, mock cables in the camera, but it's kind of like crisscross. And this pattern, I learned so many new techniques, like so many new stitches. The double moss, I love it. Like, I want to knit something else in double moss. I really enjoyed how it worked up, and it looks beautiful. And so like, I definitely made some mistakes. The kind of like edging that separates each section of patterns, I was doing like the eyelets, I was doing my yarn overs wrong. So for the first like two sets of these like edges, I'm trying to like, doing this in a camera is difficult. Um, for the first two, like you can't really see the eyelets that are supposed to be there. It just kind of looks like a border, whereas like more down towards the bottom, and even in the neck you can see more of like an eyelet. Um, so yeah, I was just doing my yarn overs wrong, but if you don't know the pattern, I don't think you would even know. So that's fine. To like the average person, they probably won't even know. Um, yeah, so overall, I learned so many new techniques, and with holding like the really rustic yarn with the mohair, very forgiving of mistakes too. Like, I'm sure there are lots of mistakes in here. It wouldn't be something by me if there weren't mistakes in it. Um, so yeah, I think in terms of beginner friendliness, I think this is like adventurous beginner towards intermediate. There is short row shaping, I believe, so be mindful of that. But if you are like in between beginner and intermediate and you want to try something new and work like different stitches, I would highly recommend this. And it's so engaging. Like, I like, because you're doing it by like each section has like a specific amount of rows. I don't know, it just goes by so quickly because you're like, okay, I only have 5 more rows of this. And then before you know it, it's a whole slip over or a pullover. So awesome. And the pattern does give some options for the neck, so you don't have to do it this way. I ended up doing the bottom bind off and the neck in just like standard regular bind off because I did the armholes in Italian bind off and I just hate doing it so much. I don't even think it turns out that well because I don't know, like I'm just not that great at it yet. So I just do regular and call it a day because by the end I'm just like tired and I want it to be off the needles. Although I have learned to be much more patient with my knitting, but that's like a whole nother topic, and that could be another video. But I think that's all I have to say for this. I don't know, like, I do like how big it is, and I'm gonna give it a chance over the winter and see how I style it and stuff. But worst comes to worst, I could just gift this to someone and make an extra small, and I would be happy with that. So yeah, that's all I have to say about this. So I guess I only have one work in progress right now, and then one I'm probably gonna cast on today, so I'll talk about that. But my work in progress right now are a pair of socks, and this is the first sock. The camera, yeah, doesn't do it justice. So the cuff, I just did a 2x1 rib, and at first I had tried, I think, 1x1 or 2x2, and I just didn't really like the way it was turning out. This yarn, the pink, it's like a dusty baby pink, and this yarn is called, I got it in the city. So I live pretty close to New York City, so it's always fun to go into the city and go to the yarn stores. So I went to a store called Knitty City. So cute, love it, highly recommend. And this, the baby pink color is J-Wall Superwash wool. I honestly don't know. It's in a different language. I think it's 75% wool and 25% polyamide and nylon, I think. This is the, of course it's not gonna like focus on it, but that's it. And the skein just comes like this. At the store they had a bunch of different colors of these, and they're a small skein, so I should have bought more, and it was relatively affordable, I remember. But I think they just make a great like contrast color for socks, so I got the pink one. And then I found this yarn. I have it in its cake, and this is, where's the tag? This is Cascade Yarns Heritage Silk Paints, 85% superwash merino wool and 15% silk. And I got, how many? It's 100 grams, 437 yards for $25. So yeah, a pair of socks, and probably extra too. I've never knit socks with a silk yarn before, or any yarn that has silk in it, but so far I really like it. It gives off like this almost like sheen to it, and it's very durable, and very warm too, so I really am enjoying this yarn. I kind of want to, it reminds me of like Saved by the Bell, if you know, 80s or 70s, I'm pretty sure it's an 80s show. Don't come for me, I was born in the 90s. I just remember watching it when I was a kid, and I love that show. So these just remind me of Saved by the Bell. The colors, it's very pastel. So I figure I have other socks that I need, like yarn I need to make socks with, but it's much more of like a fall and winter color. So I figured I would use this up before summer's over, so I can get a chance to wear them, and even in the spring, I'll be able to wear them. I just did, it's a vanilla sock by Crazy Sock Lady. Best sock tutorial ever on YouTube. I thank her. I owe her all of my sock knitting abilities. So I did a slip stitch heel, which worked up so beautifully. Yeah, I don't know. This will not pick it up, maybe. Yeah, there we go. Slip stitch heel flap, and then I did the toe with the contrast color, the pink, and it turned out really cute. I've been doing my toes on DPNs. I just prefer it over magic loop. I hate doing magic loop. So yeah, I have one sock done, and then I'm currently working on the second one. Socks usually take me, there's a bunch of straggly yarn. Socks usually take me anywhere from like 5 days to 7 days, depending on how much I'm working on it. Could take less if I'm spending the whole day knitting on a day off or something. But yeah, that is that. And yeah, the thing I'm going to cast on today, which will be a work in progress, is the Monday sweater by Petite Knit. I wanted a basic sweater, and I know she has like the novice sweater, but there was just something about it I wasn't like drawn to. For some reason, the Monday sweater, I was like, I want to make that one as soon as I saw it. So yeah, I got the yarn finally in the mail, so I'll show you what I'm going to use for it. Okay, so I have Sadness Garn. Again, if I'm messing up the name, I apologize. Sadness Garn, one of those in the Pure Gint. I'm so sorry. Someone help me in the comments. And I don't know if there's English on here. Yes, it is 100% Norwegian wool, produced in Norway, and that's it. It's 50 grams, equals 91 meters. I definitely didn't buy enough of this, so I'm gonna have to buy more. This color, I think it was heathered tan or something. I don't know, because it doesn't say it on here. It just has like, I think the dye lot, but I don't know what those words mean. So that is, I'm just going to show you guys, but this is the color. It's a beige, it's a heathered beige. Actually that might be the color, not heathered tan. And yeah, I just wanted something neutral, that I know that I will wear. I tend to gravitate towards neutrals, like, at least for like sweaters and things. And socks, I just go wild with color. That's where I can have more fun, because I don't know, I think I will eventually venture into more colorful sweaters and things, but as I'm building my wardrobe, I want to make sure that I'm making things that I know I'm gonna wear. So just going with neutrals for now. And then I'm pairing it with Knitting for Olive mohair in the color Powder. This is like, the sun is shining in here now. It's like, kind of like, I don't know, it is warm, but also just like neutral, I guess. It's warm and cool at the same time. So paired together, I think this will just make a nice beige sweater, just with a little bit of like a brighter halo to it. So I'm excited to start making this, and of course I'll post it on Instagram, and you can follow me there if you want to see the progress. And once it's done, I will, or when I have another podcast to make, I'll of course share it. So that's that. That will be my other work in progress right now. So just those two things for the time being. And then I have some acquisitions, some plans for some yarn, and then I just made an order for some yarn, so I'll talk about that, but I'll show you the yarn that I have now that I need to use up for the fall and winter. So I got this set, sock set by Birch Grove. I found her on Instagram, and this is a sock set in the color Meadow and Redwood. So the contrast color is in Redwood. They're both 75% superwash merino and then 25% nylon. And then the big one is in the color Meadow. So beautiful. I saw this on Instagram and I was like, who is this dyer? I need to know, and I need to get this. So yeah, I just figured this will make a beautiful fall sock. And I just bought another set by her and I'm really excited to get it. You guys won't see it until the next podcast, but yeah, I'm gonna make some socks out of this. I haven't decided if I'll make, definitely the cuff will be in this contrast color, but I don't know if I'll make the toe or the heel flap, the contrast color. I do want to try a different type of heel flap with this sock. Whether, I don't know, I tried to do the short row heel with my Ponyo socks, but I didn't love it. I'm willing to try again. I'm just scared of getting gaps. So if you have any advice, please leave it in the comments. But I have another one of Crazy Sock Lady's patterns that uses a different type of heel flap. So I might use that. I don't know. But very exciting. This yarn is so beautiful. I cannot wait to cake it up and make some socks for the fall. So I'm going to Portugal in September. From September 18th to September 26th, that whole week I will be out of the country, and I'm trying to decide what to bring in terms of knitting, so those might be on my list to bring with me. So yeah, now I have these other two yarns. I got these yarns while I was in Vermont. I took a trip up there by myself, and I just brought my bike. I biked to Burlington, and fun fact about me, I love to bike. I have biked in Colombia, the country, and I took a bike trip there. It was overnight, and I love to bike. It's another hobby of mine aside from knitting, but maybe one day I could do a Q&A. I don't know, I'm getting ahead of myself. If people enjoy these videos, maybe one day I can tell you more about myself. But yeah, in Burlington, during that trip, I went to a yarn store. It was so cool. I forget what it's called. If I remember, I'll leave it in the comments, but I probably won't. And I found these yarns, and they're sock yarns. And I don't know, I saw the tweed, and typically I don't like tweed, but something about these, I was like, these would make really nice winter socks. So I have this one. The brand is called Fiber Stash Dye Works, and this color is called Great Scott, I think. But the dye lot is 20013. I don't know. Yeah, this is their Tweedy Toe sock yarn. It's 85% superwash merino and 15% nylon. I think I will just I was thinking of doing cable socks with these and experimenting with that because I've never done it before, and just having fun with that. I think these will make very warm winter socks. And then with this one, the purple, so beautiful. This is in the color Osgood box, and the dye lot is 20100. And again, it's 85% superwash and 15% nylon. And I think I want to make ribbed socks, like a rib sock pattern out of this. Maybe even like the Sunday socks. I don't know. We'll see. But definitely socks. I think even like a hat would be cute with these, but for now I'm just gonna make socks. In my yarn order that I just made, I did get a yarn for to make a hat. So that's all the yarn I wanted to show you, all the acquisitions right now. I don't think, looking at my yarn shelf, yeah, there's nothing else. I do have a work in progress, but it was the camisole number 5, I think. I might have talked about it in my last one, I don't know, but that's still on the needles, and I have taken a break. That is gonna be on the needles probably till next summer because I'm over it and I just need a break, and summer's almost over, so I'm okay with waiting until next summer to start working on it again. In terms of yarn that I'm waiting for in the mail, I just pre-ordered some of the new Autumn in New York collection. I think that's what it's called, by Sorella. And I'm really excited to show you what I got. I have some mittens planned, a hat, and socks. So we'll see. And I feel like I have to go into the city and knit in Central Park with this yarn. Like, I'm so excited. It's gonna be great. And then I also ordered another set by the first person, Birch Grove, I think. Yes. This person on Instagram. I ordered another set, and it's gonna make some really cute winter socks. The colorway is called Cabin, and the contrast color is this deep brown, and then the main color is like a white speckled, kind of reminds me of like snow, like woodsy snow. I don't know. You'll see once I get it. So yeah, I'm also in the search for some more stitch markers because mine are just going missing. So yeah, if you have any favorites, please let me know. And that's all I have today, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Have a great time until next time. Bye.